Welcome back, Exiles. Thanks for staying tuned with us today. Up next is event number 10, the Pro event. It is a Malachai kill with restrictions of Scion only. Let's see what our participants pull out. So, commentating the event today is the Theuberelite and ChopGoingFast, and I will be your camera guys. Hey guys.
Hey, how's it going?
How's it going, man?
Going pretty well. Thank you for asking. Alright, let you guys jump right into it and introduce our casters, or participants, my apologies.
So, first of all, we've got Gucci, who just commentated the last race. Obviously everybody's going to be going Scion, and Gucci's been racing for a pretty long time. Pretty experienced racer. And yeah.
Also have D&D, 15 years old, super fast, pretty much the GOAT right now. Also have Goratha coming back, hasn't raced in a while. Apparently he's like super hot shit. Probably going to win this, so I hear. Nugiyen, who I believe is still MIA.
Yeah.
And we're just waiting for this shit to get going.
Yeah. Goratha's been a very long time racer. He's this is going to be his first race event in these community hosted racing events, and for a long time he's pretty experienced in just about every single racing style. Really insane racer. I've gone against him a few times, and he kind of just he's really good.
Yeah, that's what I've been hearing. So what are your predictions for the race? You think pretty much everybody's going Sunder? Are they pretty much crippling themselves if they don't?
It's gonna be a Sunder race for sure.
Yeah.
There's actually some good dual wield nodes on the way to the duelist tree. They've got duality, you've got berserking, and you've got a lot of attack speed at the start of the Scion tree.
Yeah,
you actually come out of Act 1 leap slamming super fast with Scion because of all the attack speed you get.
Yeah,
and you get all
really crucial.
Yeah, you get all the resistances as well if you choose to take that path. You have a lot of resistances available to you.
No, that's true, yeah. And that pays off really big, especially when you're so under-leveled, so under-geared in most cases.
You can see that, like, everybody's it seems like everybody's discussing trees right now. Yeah, they're actually all three of the people currently here are together in Discord right now, so.
Yeah, getting some nice pre-game theory crafting going. Probably should have done this a little bit earlier, but...
Nugiyen is still MIA.
Nugiyen's still MIA. Can we get a monk of S in chat for Nugiyen? This might be a 3-man race.
I don't know. We might have to get a. We might have to check some VODs. Maybe he shows up at the last second. Maybe he's getting in that last second RMT in.
Yeah, maybe he's pulling mind games. He's lulling them into a false sense of security. He's gonna hop in. Character's already done. He's just gonna go.
It's gonna be
Oh, we have word that he stayed up late playing Divinity with D. Clara. That's a very story-driven game. Takes forever. They probably only got to the end of the first act. That's not a good decision. You don't want to commit to something like that the night before an early race.
Yeah, maybe he saw Goratha and just gave up. We should be getting into the race pretty soon here. We got about 20 seconds or so remaining. Oh, Nugiyen logged on. I think he's got to pull up his stream like super fast. He might be in like rush mode now.
Yeah, 12 seconds out. Nugiyen's got to make some plays and fast.
All right, here we go.
And
we're
off.
Start off here. I think I just saw Nugiyen's stream load up.
Oh, there we go. Nugi is in. It looks like he's pulling up his timer now. I think we have Goratha, the first one to get his second skill gem.
Yeah, and you start off with Onslaught here. You don't have to buy that, so...
And that's really, really nice, actually. Because it kind of cuts down on the amount you would have to mule.
I mean, you don't even have to put in Spectral Throw here. One of the things is that Spectral Throw doesn't even do extra damage at all. You just default attack.
That's true, actually. Yeah, I've noticed, like, trying to mule or practice on a Scion, it is horrendously slow. It is really, really bad.
Yep. Oh god, Nugi hitting the wall with the tutorials. That's a little bit awkward. Alright, so we've got our, Actually, Gucci having a really slow Hillock kill compared to the other two.
Yeah, he's getting into town last, obviously, not counting Nugi. We're hearing that Nugi thought the race was an hour from now, so that kind of explains it. Pretty much everyone's in town right now. Nobody's moved out to the coast yet.
Yep, everybody doing their vendor stuff.
All right, Goratha. Oh, goes out and comes back into town. Looks like he forgot something. D&D out on the coast. Already got his chest ready.
Nugi being the only one to Spectral Throw on Hillock as well.
Yeah, that would explain the speed. Oh, he's jamming out. He got a sub. That's going to raise his spirits.
He's gonna... That's at least gonna help him out a little bit. So let's see here. We've got D&D. He's got an Iron Ring. And he actually dropped the axe. He was using 2 swords before that.
Yeah, Gucci also got an axe. That's looking really good. He's got some boots. Do we know if they're move speed boots?
They are not move speed.
Not move speed boots, just regular boots. D&D, first one to enter Tidal Island.
Oh, Gucci's axe actually has 7% attack speed. It was actually a blue axe.
Wow, that's really good.
I don't know if he got Molten Strike. Apparently, DeadAndDoom has Molten Strike.
Yeah, D&D's got Molten Strike. That's going to help a lot on killing Hailrake for sure.
And look at the micro on Goratha moving while he has a skill gem on his mouse.
It's absolutely insane. This guy's a madman.
That's pretty hard to get used to.
And D&D gets down Hailrake. First one to get down Hailrake. He's relogging. Going to go into town, grab that Quicksilver, and start progressing.
Yeah, despite Gucci being the last of the first 3 to kill Hillock, he actually beats Goratha to Hailrake. I don't know how much Goratha actually practiced for this, if he practiced at all, but ooh. Gucci not actually... He had a lot of mobs next to his Hailrake. That was actually pretty...
Yeah, that was a pretty monka-esque moment for Gucci. But he pulls through. He's going to get down Hailrake. He's going to grab that stuff. He's going to log. D&D, first one out of the mud flats. He's hauling some ass. As usual.
Yeah, and we got Goratha finally getting the Hailrake now. He found an Iron Ring on the way there that has accuracy on it, and that does help a lot. That's a lot of damage early on.
And especially early game. I think he clicked the medicine. He didn't loot the medicine chest, and he logged. He's gonna have to run it back. You think he just
flipped the medicine chest? He was his inventory was too full.
Oh, he has to run right back. Critical error by Goratha.
That's really bad. But it is Goratha. He can absolutely pull this back. It's not like the race is over just because of that mistake.
No, we've got Gucci at Tidal Island. That mistake is actually going to tie up Gucci a little bit closer to Goratha, which is good for him. Looks like D&D is looking for the submerged passage. Gucci not far behind him.
Yeah. We got Nugi at the Tidal Island as well. I don't think Nugi's timer is working unless it's.
I don't think he has one on right now. I don't see one for Nugi at least.
Yeah, he was a little bit. With him thinking the race was an hour later, I can understand why.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do think he might have a timer right now. Oh, he got a blue copper sword off of Hailrake. That's really huge.
Yeah, that's really big. I believe you can equip a copper sword at level 5. So
Yep.
pretty soon that he's going to be cleaving with that, and that's a pretty fat upgrade.
Buying the rustic sash. We got Goratha in the mudflats now.
It looks like Nugi is trailing behind a little bit in last place.
We got DeadAndDoom finding an essence.
That's huge. And one thing I've noticed about D&D is very consistent in his gameplay. He's always getting essences, always micromanaging his gear, trying to get like every little bit out he can. And a lot of times in races, he'll have some really crazy pieces just from essencing stuff. It's super huge.
Essences are basically Alks with a guaranteed roll. They're extremely strong. I think that was a greed essence. So he'll be able to get a guaranteed life roll in one of his pieces of gear. He got a really, really bad submerged though. And even he seems a little bit lost right now.
Yeah, Submerge is one of those layouts where it can either be extremely fast and you're really happy with it, or just your worst nightmare. You're just burning time trying to figure it out.
I think it's going to be one of those where it's all the way to the top. I'm not... Oh, no, it's going to be to the bottom right. Okay, thank God. If it was all the way to the top, that would have been really weird, but...
We've got Gucci already in ledge, cleaving away, moving forward pretty quick.
Yeah, and Goratha's catching up with DeadAndDoom. He's found the ramp up. That ramp that he's going up right now actually marks that...
Yeah,
past
the
that
second,
point, there's
third,
not
or
going to
whatever.
be there's not going to be the Dweller of the Deep quest.
Yeah, as you can see, there's the exit to the zone right there in his map that just popped up, so he's going to zoom towards that, picking up really easy kills along the way.
Yeah, just
D&D
procking that
hits
onslaught.
ledge.
He's opting for going through the resistances first.
What do you think about that? You think that's a good conservative choice? Or do you think you would rather go for the melee fizz first?
I think it's pretty solid. I mean, it's going to pay off later, and
Yeah, I kind of agree.
You probably want to rush through the strength and try and get the duality and the berserking, but we'll see if they also opt to go for the attack speed at the top right of Scion.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, if you do get those all res nodes, you're also getting the, I believe it's evasion scaling all res right after you leave. So you're getting like something around 28, 30 all res. That's going to allow you to like face tank a lot more elemental damage than you would if you were, say, like a duelist and you had none.
Oh yeah, it's going to trivialize Merville. You can go double Iron Ring and you're set.
Absolutely.
Gucci just found an Iron Ring, picking up all those chest loot.
Seeing D&D's got 3-link Molten Strike in his boots. That's pretty clutch.
Yeah, he does, and that could be pretty nice. I can't remember if Scion actually gets chance to bleed early on, but that is a very powerful support to have early. It's basically like another Iron Ring.
Yeah, for sure. I want to say they do. I feel like I was just playing a Scion and it was an option, but I could be wrong.
D&D getting that copper sword on.
Yeah, huge source of damage there. Really important early game to be upgrading your weapons as frequently as possible. Like ideally, you're going to be upgrading it, what, like 2 or 3 times, 4 times during Act 1?
Yeah. It's pretty important that if you can have 2 good weapons. Oh, DeadAndDoom actually with the double copper sword right now, so he's doing really well.
Yeah, that's pretty clutch.
If you can have 2 good weapons, you're going to be doing really, really well when you get to up until you get Sunder.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Sunder, obviously, you only need 1 good weapon.
Gucci and D&D are just staying like super competitive with each other, just leapfrogging back and forth.
And we've got Goratha with the double Jade Hatchet. Oh man. He's definitely going to be catching up.
He is
Real
catching
good.
up, actually. I believe he's in the climb. He's hauling some ass pretty hard, considering how far behind he was before.
You can see DeadAndDoom with the kiting strats on the Goatman. Trying to pick up that blacksmith. Going to be using that for a craft later on an axe, more than likely.
Seeing that Nuki got a rare copper sword, do you have his character pulled up? Can you see what that rolled to be?
Let me get that real quick. Nugi, notorious for kind of just mashing 4 keys, so for his character name, so kind of hard to get that. He has a 1 to 4 fire copper sword. That's basically about it. He
Yeah,
also
so
has
not
a
too
2 to
bad.
3 cold copper sword, so he has 2. He has a magic copper sword and a rare copper sword.
Yeah, that's really not that bad, especially this early. Whereas a Scion, you have little to no physical scaling.
Yeah, it's not too big of a deal early on. I mean, especially because you're probably going through the resistance nodes early on, and not too much through physical damage like other classes.
Yep, we've got D&D and Gucci both in the prison. They're going to be looking to find that secondary prison layout and push for Brutus. Goratha also in prison now, and it looks like he actually just found the second prison layout.
Yep, and
And
DeadAndDoom
Gucci beats him there.
has an ancestral protector on. Okay, everybody that's in prison has their ancestral protector now.
That's going to be really
And
huge for fighting Brutus.
yeah, the attack speed's really nice. The extra damage in general is really nice. And is that DeadAndDoom still wearing a chest? Or is that
Yeah, D&D, it shows to me that he's wearing a cloth chest piece.
No, that's just a bug in the Yeah, he's not wearing a chest at all.
Okay.
It's just not deleting the chest from the gear checking. Nugi going back to town, going to be looking on the vendors for some items potentially, trying to get his ancestral protector. Oh, he actually opted for decoy? Oh no, he has to buy ancestral.
We've got Nugi about 45 seconds behind now, I'm hearing. Like, what does he have to do at this point to get himself back in the race? Like, is it just going to depend on other people getting bad layouts or dying? Or is there something he can do to
Layouts can
close the
change.
gap?
Oh, we just had our first death.
Gucci down.
Yeah, Gucci
That's
dying, trying
unfortunate.
to pick up a shrine. That's pretty painful. That's gonna be a penalty for him.
Yeah, Nugi fighting a humongous shrine, working his way through it in the prison. Goratha about to take on Brutus as well. This is pretty big. He's actually past D&D at this point.
Yeah, Nugi has some really, really good damage. He's got the double iron ring going. He's got the rustic sash, and he's doing really well.
And we're going to take a look at full screen Goratha fighting Brutus right here.
Yeah,
Doing some pretty
Goratha's
good damage.
Goratha's also got the double iron ring, and he's got the double jade hatchet as well.
Absolutely nuking Brutus. I think he's going to go down, no problem. He is out of flash charges, though. There we go. Goes down, no problem.
Rare boots, blue saber. No boarding axe, unfortunately, which is really what you ideally want, because you really want that boarding axe for Sunder, but...
Yeah, you really want to be able to throw that on right after you kill Mervel when you throw on Sunder. Yeah, D&D right on his tail, though. Pulling up to Brutus, right next to Gucci.
Alright, we've got DeadAndDoom pretty much massacring Brutus right now.
Yeah, absolutely nuking him. He's probably going to get him down before Gucci even gets into the fight.
Yep, and he's down.
There.
Rare boarding axe. And rare boots.
Super huge.
Oh, he has... And the reason for him actually doing so much damage... The reason for him doing that much damage is he had a 3-link Molten Strike with Maim and added fire. Gucci going pretty low here. His weapons are not nearly as good. He's got a scale vest on for the fight.
Yeah, Gucci's definitely slowest Brutus kill by far, I would say. He's the only
Yeah,
one
he
who
has an
also hasn't
unlinked
face tanked
Molten
him.
Strike as well.
Yeah, that's really rough.
So, not nearly going to be as much damage as DeadAndDoom's 3-link. Nugi approaching Brutus in a second. We've got Gucci knocking him down, and
Yeah, we've got Nugi closing up the gap. He's slowly but surely working his way back up from 4th. D&D and Goratha both working their way through, shit, I don't remember what the zone is called.
Prisoner's Gate.
Gate.
Nugi's got a Molten Strike with added fire on it, so this should be a fairly fast kill. Yeah, he's going down super fast, and we'll see what Nugi gets from the loot. And
Iron hat, decent flask.
blue boots, nothing too major, unfortunately.
And not like D&D's ridiculous boarding axe. I believe it had physical and attack speed on it.
Yeah,
so
he's
going to go absolutely insane at 11.
Yeah, we've got Goratha and DeadAndDoom. Does it? Even though Goratha had that mishap with Hellrake and he flipped the chest and had to go back and get it, he is tied in progression with DeadAndDoom right now.
Yeah, especially for being out of racing so long. He's going really crazy, super fast.
Yeah, it's going to be pretty interesting. His boots have dex and strength on it, so that's going to help with some of the stat requirements potentially. Scion has some pretty awkward stat requirement stuff. And don't be fooled by the timer, because Goratha actually started his timer a little bit late. His timer is about 30 seconds behind what it's supposed to be.
So Goratha would be essentially in first place, right?
He's pretty much tied with DeadAndDoom right now. Which is still impressive because, again, he had that problem with Hailrake.
Yeah, simultaneous enter.
Actually, I'm forgetting that Nugi would be in 3rd place right now because Gucci died.
Oh, that's true, yeah.
So Gucci, unfortunately, in last place because of the penalty. Goratha picking up that Sunder right away. He opts not to log after Mervale and pick up the Sunder then instead. So we'll see how that works out.
Yeah, D&D already leap slamming. He's hopping around. This is gonna like close a lot of distance for him. Being the first one to leap slam, he's gonna like widen that gap before other people get a chance to start going to his speed.
Yeah, and we've got Goratha also hitting 10 now. He's cleaving super fast, and he got a gem cutters, but no good gems out of it. And Essence of
getting a contempt here. That's huge.
Yeah, that's gonna be added fizz damage either on a weapon or he can opt to go for jewelry instead. It'll be interesting to see what he uses that on. It's a tier 2 essence as well.
Yeah, that's gonna be huge. Has he found a boarding axe yet?
It appears he has not found a boarding axe yet, and he's really looking for it. Because after he has time to search for it though, because he still has to get to Merville. He won't be able to use the boarding axe for a while.
Yeah, that's true.
That saber he got has 8 to 16 fire on it as well. That's a lot of damage.
That's pretty big.
And again, Scion with his tree, he's not going to be scaling a lot of physical damage for a while.
Yeah, so it doesn't really matter what he has on his weapon, as long as it's damage in some form.
Yeah, it's as long as it's damage, it's going to be good. Merville has, I think, about 10 ally resists, so that's not going to lower the damage too much. It's going to lower it a little bit, but I don't think it's going to be anything noteworthy.
We have Goratha, looks like finding Merville on his map. And leap slamming.
Oh, he got a nice skip on that
nice
too.
Leap slam. He's about to pull Mervale in first place, passing D&D. That's pretty huge. Coming back from, I believe, third after Tidal Island after flipping the medicine chest into first. This guy's a madman.
He got a really nice skip, and he's level 11. I don't think DeadAndDoom is even level 11 yet.
It's crazy. He's somehow progressing the fastest. Rumor has it he hasn't played in 5 months. Just gets off the couch. He's like, you know what? I got this. I'm still the GOAT. I'm going to show this 15-year-old how it's done.
Yeah, Goratha finishing his duality cluster now, even.
And that's going to be huge, especially with Molten Strike. Just getting as many balls on Mervale as you can.
Yep, and you can see he's just cutting through her life. She's going to do a double teleport. Oh, almost actually skipped out on the teleport. We got DeadAndDoom also in Mervale, about to finish first phase.
Wow,
Goratha getting some nice links too.
Getting into the Southern Forest before anyone else is even in the second phase. It's absolutely crazy. It is close now, though. Gucci is worked his way back up. He's about tied with D&D.
Nugiyen just picked up an Anger Essence.
It's nice. Goratha's starting a Leap Slam. That's going to be really big.
I can't actually tell what supports Gucci has on his Molten Strike, but he is using a 3-link Molten Strike, so that's a lot better than what was happening on Brutus. DeadAndDoom getting that boarding axe on, finishing his duality cluster as well.
Yes,
very similar trees between the two.
Yeah, he's going to be Leap Slamming full speed ahead, basically. And that's kind of where D&D shines, is where you can just repeatedly Leap Slam nonstop for the entirety of the race.
Yeah, Goratha's got his Sunder going. Nugi's going on the second phase Mervale. Gucci just finished the
Gucci
Mervale
gets Mervale
kill.
down, relogs.
Nugiyen almost instantly knocking Mervale to half HP. It's got some really nice damage.
You get Goratha going to Riverways. Definitely holding down first place right now.
Yeah, for sure. Goratha's going super fast. And you can see that hitting that level 11 super fast let him just get to Sunder way faster than DeadAndDoom did. But DeadAndDoom's got that boarding axe with 16% fizz, 8 to 16 fire, and it even has attack speed and accuracy on it.
Yeah,
he could
that's
potentially use that as an offhand later.
Yeah, the attack speed is going to be really big even later on as a decent offhand for sure. Nugiyen making it to the Southern Forest, working his way up.
Nugiyen doesn't seem to have a follow-up weapon for Sunder when he gets it. But I'm not sure. I haven't seen his inventory for a bit. He seems to still be level... Oh, no, he's level 11. Gucci is still level 10. Oh, no, he's level 11 as well. Just delayed updates.
So what's the preferred route of progression here? Like, are they going...
You generally want to go until you get the waypoint in Riverways, and then you go into Sins, I think. Actually, no. Both DeadAndDoom and Goratha just making me look kind of dumb here, because they both go into Western Forest before going to Sins. There's two options there. You can either stop at Riverways waypoint, or you can go all the way to Western Forest and get the waypoint there, and then go to Sins.
So you're pretty much always doing Sins before Weaver, right?
Yeah, pretty much always.
All right.
DeadAndDoom actually opting to get a box done. That was an artisan, so he got 2 whetstones out of that. That's going to be great for crafting axes later on. Yeah, getting really that little bit of extra fizz damage. He can even opt to craft another boarding axe if he wants.
Hearing Goratha just got a GG weapon. It's not updating on my end.
Oh, wow. Like he did get a GG weapon.
Boarding axe.
Those are all very useful stats. 3 damage stats on the prefixes. Getting accuracy, I think that's actually Hybrid Fizz. And attack speed and fire res as
Wow.
well. So
Yeah,
he's
nothing bad about
rocking
that.
really good resistances. He's still rocking the double Iron Ring and the Rustic Sash. Even his helmet has like life, dex. His gear is looking amazing right now. He's got the 3-link Sunder going with Onslaught and added fire. DeadAndDoom, you opting, instead of going for added fire, actually going for Maim, interestingly.
What do you think influenced that choice?
I'm not sure, actually. He might just have the... Oh, he has the added fire on the Ancestral Protector. That'd be why.
Okay.
So... Polls are in, and 60% of people actually think that DeadAndDoom is going to win. Second place being Nugi, even though he started late. That's kind of surprising. Third place being Goratha, and fourth being Gucci.
It's crazy considering I think Gucci still has the most wins in the community races, right?
Yeah, but I'm not too surprised.
Gucci and
Well,
D&D
I'm mostly surprised about Nugi being in second. I'm not sure when the poll was started.
Oh yeah, Gucci had a bad showing in the last Kitava event, and that's probably why. Yeah, but even then, so I would say Nugi's more known for being like a Ranger racer. I wouldn't take him as like a Scion Sunder racer.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of surprised, even with the late showing, and he's not really a Sunder racer. And you can see he's kind of like struggling to find an axe. He has not found an axe at all yet, and that's kind of hurting him. He's able to use Sunder, but he doesn't have the weapon.
Yeah, that's
So he's still cleaving.
definitely holding him back. You can see look at his face. He's having a really rough go with things. Maybe Chad needs to send Nugi some of their energy.
I mean, he did get that nice D Clara host later, early on, so that might.
It's gotta bolster his spirits a little bit, but you can tell not being able to Sunder when you know all of your opponents are Sundering is gotta just be horrible.
I mean, his damage is pretty good, but his AoE is not.
Yeah. You got D&D,
Goratha.
Gucci, and Goratha all in Chamber of Sins. It's like really, really close for these top three. They're pretty much all just switching places throughout the entirety of the race.
Goratha and D&D seem to keep switching places in how progressed they are. It's just back and forth non-stop right now.
You think the gap will ever end up widening, maybe towards when we get closer to left?
It's very tough to say at this point. It's Goratha is actually really well leveled. He seems like he went out of his way to get some extra XP in Sins 1 perhaps. He just hit level 15. I think DeadAndDoom is still 14 right now. So perhaps DeadAndDoom might get some bad luck with some packs. Who knows? Anything could happen at this point.
D&D is starting to really pull ahead. He's already got Chamber of Sins finished, working on Weaver. Gucci not far behind. Goratha not far behind as well.
Interesting to note is that literally nobody has move speed at this point. It's not going to matter too much. It's mostly going to matter in town or when walking around while trying to equip items and stuff. But that can make a little bit of a difference. Nugi in a pretty nasty room, but those resistances are just too strong on Scion, so even with all of those mobs throwing sparks at him, he's not going to take very much damage at all. Finally getting an axe. He finally just got a cleaver. DeadAndDoom finishing Weaver.
DeadAndDoom first to get Weaver
almost
out.
Finishing Weaver.
Nugi finally Sundering. I'm sure that feels really good after going super slow.
Yeah, and he's got a 3-link offhand with the Onslaught and the added fire as well, so that's gonna be nice.
He's actually not that far behind. He still is in Chamber of Sins.
He's actually got some really nice gloves too. Oh wow, those gloves are actually amazing. They have 3 life, but they have 2 damage rolls: 1 to 2 cold, 1 to 14 lightning, and 8% attack speed. It's attack speed's obviously pretty huge for the leap slam speed and your damage, of course. So those are incredible gloves.
We have a damage Goratha puts out on Weaver. Like almost
Yeah.
insta-phase switching her.
Goratha's axe is absolutely incredible.
Yeah, dropping her instantly and moving on.
We've got DeadAndDoom going to Creighton right now. I wonder what he's opting for, if he's going to go for the skill points or if he's going to go for a Lyra or something. That's pretty curious. Because if you want to help Creighton, you don't go to him this early. It's going to be interesting to see what people decide to do for the bandits. Goratha doing the same thing, actually. Maybe they're all going for a Lyra, or maybe they might.
Maybe, yeah. What's today's lab? Normal lab.
Well, it's not a lab race. It's a
Oh,
Malachai race. But the lab today is pretty nasty. If you saw the last race, there were some people that were struggling with it. Yeah, today's lab is gargoyles and conduits.
Yeah, that's pretty nasty.
We've got... I wish I could see if who's wearing chest and who's not. I can't actually see that right now. But the damage output on both DeadAndDoom and Goratha has been pretty amazing so far. We've got Nugiyen using a white boarding axe so far. Oh my god, and Gucci's boarding axe is actually, for all the times we've said that all the others' boarding axes were insane, Gucci has a 79 IPD boarding axe. He's just like, you think those are really good boarding axes? Let me one up that real quick.
Crazy.
It's got 2 to 3 fire, a little bit of fire res on it, and some accuracy, as well as some strength. And he's got that 3-link offhand that we were talking about.
You get Goratha opting to kill a Lyra too, so do you think he's going to kill all 3 bandits?
Yeah, it might be an all 3 bandit kill. Maybe he's opting to even help Oak just because killing him can take a long time when you don't have elemental damage. And he does have elemental damage from the added fire, but Oak is pretty annoying with the endurance charges. Endurance charges being really, really strong on mobs. You know, mobs have much greater resistances and phys reduction from endurance charges than we do. DeadAndDoom hitting a pretty nasty pack on that shrine, but getting some nice XP from that, hitting level 17.
Nugi definitely kind of sitting in last now, still waiting on Weaver to come back down and finish him off. Everyone else is trying to progress and get towards the end of the act.
Yeah. Nugi might actually not be in last right now, because Gucci's still sitting on that penalty from dying, so...
That's true, actually.
Alright, so... DeadAndDoom opting to kill Oak. I guess Goratha's probably going to be doing the same. I think they're talking on Discord. They're all in the same Discord channel, so... Interesting. Wonder what they're talking about right now.
I'd imagine a lot of complaining about layouts, RNG.
Yeah, you can see DeadAndDoom looking for the entrance into the Val Ruins. And Goratha actually managed to find an acceleration shrine for the Oak fight, so that went really, really quick.
Yeah, that's definitely huge. Getting a shrine like that, especially before a boss is like basically trivializes it.
Yeah.
Gucci getting a
and now
huge
again
host from North.
Oh wow, that's a huge host. That's definitely gonna help him out. And once again, we have Well, Goratha opting to go back to town a little earlier than DeadAndDoom. We have Goratha and DeadAndDoom. DeadAndDoom was like 15 seconds ahead at one point, and then they were even again. And I'd say they're probably still even now because DeadAndDoom still has to go back to town in order to pick up that those 2 skill points.
He's back and forth the whole time. Gucci's not far behind though. I'd say Gucci's about 5 or 10 seconds behind them.
Yeah. But again, that death penalty might hurt him a little bit. But who knows? Maybe we'll see some other deaths. Scion can be pretty rough early on because, again, you don't get a lot of damage. And DeadAndDoom actually opting to teleport out. It seems like he TP'd out the moment he hit 18.
He's checking the vendor, grabbing a boarding axe. I think he's going to do the... Yep, looks like he's going to do the vendor recipe, maybe?
Yeah, and he's also picked up Herald of Ash, which... Can he use that? Or... Yeah, he can. Okay. He's got his Blood Rage. In the meantime, Goratha's already through Val Ruins. That was really fast.
Nugi just now getting down crate, and as the race goes on, you can tell his like lack of comfort with Sundering is definitely showing. Like he's just slowly falling a little bit more behind each and every zone.
Yeah. Gucci has the double Quicksilver running. His flasks are really bad, though. He still has a small life flask, and he's got a large life flask. But at least he has the double Quicksilver. He's got some 35 life 41 life boots, because they've got 12 strength on them. His gloves are insane! He's got 4 to 7 fizz damage gloves with 9% attack speed, 2 life gain on hit, and life. 25 life on them. The life gain on hit's probably going to make it so that even though he has bad flask, that life on hit's pretty huge.
Yeah, like that's going to make up for his lack of a flask for sure. Although probably should prioritize looking for a better flask at this point.
I see why DeadAndDoom picked up that boarding axe. He was actually just looking for links, so he can have faster attacks on his leap slam.
Seen in chat that apparently Nugi wasn't able to use a racing filter, and so he's having some trouble getting his loot together.
Oof. That's pretty brutal. Racing filter can help out a lot in quickly deciding what you want to pick up and what you don't want to pick up.
Yeah, if you use default never sync while racing, you're gonna have a pretty bad time.
Absolutely. Having a custom race filter is insane for that.
Yeah, absolutely. We got
As you can see,
D&D both kind of neck and neck here, trying to get through the caverns.
Yeah, D&D had a Quicksilver drop, but he's not going to pick it up because why pick it up when you have faster attacks leap Sam already? He actually had a broad axe as we were talking about the loot filters drop, and he ran back and picked that up real quick.
And looks like Nugi was going to Western. Now he's going back to the wetlands. You think Nugi's, I guess opting to kill all 3 as well. So that's kind of the consensus so far, is that everyone's killing all 3 bandits?
Yeah, seems like it. I think the skill points are going to pay off because you want to get to Duelist as fast as possible so you can start getting some damage.
Yeah, that's true.
As you can see,
you kind of make up for it with the all-res start that you get as a Scion.
Yeah. As you can see, Goratha just now getting into Duelist. Allocating Master the Arena. Still doesn't have faster attacks. Wait, no, he just put on faster attacks on his Leap Sam, actually.
That's going to pay off a lot, yeah. Got Nugi fighting Alir now. He's falling more and more behind. You think that's mostly the loot filter or starting?
I think he's kind of struggling. He wasn't ready to be racing at this time. So the weapons also didn't help. He crafted his cleaver, 49% fizz on that. But I think it's mostly he's not very experienced with Sunder racing. I know he doesn't like it too much either. So probably a mixture of the two. So we've got Gucci just now entering the end of caverns, looking for ancient pyramid. We've got Goratha now hitting Val. He's got a little bit of time to figure out his gems and set things up for Val. Seems pretty happy with the way everything's set up. It's got a broadaxe in inventory, and he's got a chance 4 to 7 fizz on a 2-stone ring. That's gonna be pretty nice. D&D also hitting Val. And so we've got D&D and Goratha both working on Val now. Goratha getting a ice patch phase. Val actually choosing to walk. Unable to target because Goratha was standing too close, and D&D getting another ad phase, unfortunately. Goratha also getting one, but that was after 3 ice phases, laser phases. And so it seems like they're going to kill it at almost the same time here. Goratha getting a blue broadaxe. Same with DeadAndDoom. And Goratha is actually going to enter Sarn before DeadAndDoom does. So we got Gucci also hitting Val now. Nugi searching for it. Oh no, Nugi actually still in Val ruins. We'll see if okay, so Gucci's going for the new strat here, where if you have 3 ads up on Val, he will never go under unless you're too close and he can't target. There's a weird bug where he sometimes goes under even if there's 3 ads and he's not on the ad arm, but he cannot spawn ads because there's still 3 ads up. So Gucci's gonna get some really, really nice DPS in here, and Val's just never gonna go under. That's gonna help him a lot on making up that time. So we've got most of the gear staying the same for the most part. DeadAndDoom finding a new ring, got accuracy and 3 to 4 fizz on it, as well as 18 light res and some cold res for being a sapphire ring. And both Goratha and DeadAndDoom still using their boarding axes. Not too surprising because it is a fast weapon and they both got really good boarding axes. Nugi's still on that cleaver. And mind the dead air a bit. Chop's having some internet issues, so I'm gonna be solo casting for a bit. Goratha getting that 2-stone ring on with the 4 to 7 fizz. Also has some rarity on it. Maybe he gets a unique. Who knows? Uniques can be pretty useful in this race. If he gets something like the Fox Shade, that can be insane for the added fizz, the move speed, and of course the evasion is absolutely insane. We've got pretty much everybody using the same links. The added fire ancestral protector, the onslaught, the onslaught with the sunder, Actually, I don't know if Goratha actually switched back his gems. He might still have his onslaught on Leap Slam? I can't tell at this point. He got another acceleration shrine. That's the second acceleration shrine of the race. And he's just gonna completely destroy Piety's life. And once again, DeadAndDoom and Goratha are basically tied up in their progression. Gucci doing a good job at keeping up. Again, he still has that that death penalty. And Nugi getting a sub. So that should help him out at least. Even though he's super far behind, that sub might help him out a decent amount. DeadAndDoom actually opting to stay in town. I missed what Goratha did in town in comparison. But we've got Goratha now ahead in progression. As I said, it's been back and forth just non-stop. DeadAndDoom crafted his board axe. So that's why he was staying in town a little longer. I think Goratha actually ended up opting to stick to his boarding axe a little bit longer instead of crafting a boarding axe. And Goratha is in a nasty spot. He just popped a box. There's an exile in that. And doesn't look like he got a rare broadaxe from that exile. Maybe something good on that. Trying to figure out his loot. And hold on one second. Hey, welcome back.
What's up, guys? Me and my squeaky chair are back. Let me get my watcher set back up. We can cringe it up some more. Fill me in on what happened.
So we've got Goratha just found a broadaxe. Again, they're still trading back and forth on the progression. They're actually picking up some busts, interestingly. Goratha just found an essence. DeadAndDoom actually just crafted his broadaxe, and so he's probably got a bit more damage than Goratha. It's very hard to tell, because Goratha's axe is really good. Gucci's doing a really good job at making up his ground. His leap slam is super fast right now.
Sorry about this, guys. I'll just keep the PMA high. I have no streams on my multi-Twitch right now, so you're going to be doing the solo for a second.
Yeah.
Rip internet.
Yeah, internet issues, unfortunately, they happen. Looks like DeadAndDoom's going to be capped on the cold res going into when he gets to Dominus. He's got cold res on ring, cold res on belt, and he's of course got the 28 from the tree. So he's going to be doing really well on that. Surprisingly, he hasn't picked up a chest at this point. Goratha just put on a chest because he's got Art of the Gladiator. He doesn't have the move speed penalty from wearing a chest at this point. And an infantry brigadier is really, really good for the armor and evasion. It's one of the best chests you can pick up for a race. Nugi's actually on Val right now. Working away on Val. He is unfortunately really far behind now.
All right, got my multi-Twitch back up.
There we go.
Holy shit, Nugi's having a rough go of it. Look at that face. We need some positivity in chat to cheer him up. He's having a bad time.
Yeah, he's having a rough time with those ads. Gucci was the only one to go for the new strats for Val. He actually had to TP out and refresh Flash.
Yeah,
and he gets
right
another ad phase.
Wow, that is rough. Looks like D&D already working towards Solaris Temple. So fast.
Yeah, he's doing really well. Okay, so Goratha did switch out. Ooh, Nugi cutting it close a little bit there. Goratha did switch his onslaught back to his Sunder, so
Okay, good.
DeadAndDoom first to enter Solaris.
Leaps on
But with the
so
way this
fast.
race has been going, Goratha is probably going to be the first in the battlefront because they're just trading back and forth. We've got...
Looks like Gucci going for docks first? Oh, opening a TP.
No, he's opening a TP.
Alright, going for Solaris.
So he's going to be looking for... And that leap up the wall is actually a lot harder than it looks. He's even taking advantage of the fact that he has long loading times into zones. He leaped back twice and was even able to sunder before he loaded the zone into Solaris. So taking advantage of something that should be detrimental to his race. It's really nice. DeadAndDoom getting another essence. Now, they should have, like, even... Actually, Goratha has two stone rings on right now. He has got a 4-7 fizz. He's got that 4-7 fizz that he got earlier. And then the other one is just mana and rarity. And it looks like Goratha's going for the magic find setup. He's hoping to find something really nice. And he's going with the crafted Broadaxe as well. Unfortunately, very low roll on that Broadaxe craft. He got 53 fizz, whereas DeadAndDoom with the same prefix got 64%.
It's like Nugi's working his way up to Crematorium. Looks to be pretty sleepy. Needs to dab on the haters right now. He needs to just wake himself up, get positive. He can still pull the win out.
Yeah, he's unfortunately still using that super slow cleaver. He doesn't have the Broadaxe yet. He's had some pretty tough luck with the drops. Doesn't even have faster attacks on his leap slam. That's gonna slow him down a lot. And just not having a good race so far.
Got some great copy pastas going on in the chat right now.
Oh man. Even being in last place, Nugi still gets massive amounts of support.
It's absolutely incredible.
Gucci actually found a rare Broadaxe with attack speed and 43% fizz damage. So Gucci, even though he's a little bit behind, he's been having really good RNG with the drops. Unfortunately, both his rings don't have... Well, he's still using an iron ring, but his topaz ring... Oh, wow, and he even gets a skip to the...
Wow, that's
to the
really big.
sulfite in docks. That's really, really nice.
D&D getting another essence. It is a woe, though.
Yeah, woe is basically just use it on whatever and use it as an alk. And Gucci getting a decorative axe. Decorative axe is probably what we're going to see people end on when we get to Malachai. I don't think people are going to get much higher than that base. And Gucci also finding a rogue exile. See if he finds anything off that. And nothing really.
It doesn't look like he really gets anything, no. You say it's pretty much not worth using a chess piece at all since you're not going to have Art of the Gladiator?
They actually do get Art of the Gladiator with this tree. Most of them just run into the Duelist. And so that's why Goratha is keeping his infantry breeding on. It's even got a 3-link on it, so he can switch off of that if he finds better gloves. Which it's very possible to find better gloves. It's one of the few spots where you can get...
Goratha definitively pulling ahead, it looks like.
Goratha's really, really ahead. Hopefully that doesn't hurt him. Hopefully that's not gonna be too bad and he doesn't fall behind on levels. Or maybe he doesn't care. DeadAndDoom's already level 24. Goratha just now hitting 24 in Battlefront. He's trying to grind out some XP too. So he might not fall... he might not pull too far ahead, but Again, it's been back and forth so much. He actually opted to kill a Harbinger pack for the XP.
It's interesting. Is he really that far behind on XP that he should stop taking Harbingers, you think?
Well, I mean, Gucci even passed him in XP at this point.
Oh, wow.
Did Gucci miss the...
Yeah,
I think Gucci missed the
his
waypoint.
in the sewers. Huge critical mistake by Gucci.
Yeah, that's pretty brutal. So you got Goratha finishing up Gravicious. DeadAndDoom hitting 25 right before Gravicious. And DeadAndDoom's Gravicious kill was way faster.
What do you think that is?
I think he had some really good onslaught procs. He's got... He's actually got a 4-link in his boots right now. He's got added fire maim on his Ancestral Protector.
Wow. And
He's
Main's
got-
a really good link for Ancestral Protector because the only time you really need it is single target. So you throw it up and it applies maim and it'll globally affect your single target.
Yeah, for those that don't know, the second effect on maim is that enemies maimed by a skill that's supported by it take increased physical damage, and that's global. It doesn't require you to have maim on whatever other attack you use. So you can just put it on a support skill, such as Ancestral Protector, and if the Ancestral Protector maims an enemy, it's going to take 12% increased phys damage from all targets. Goratha actually getting hooked by Cole there.
Yeah, that was
kinda...
pretty Monk-esque for a second. Oh my god.
And it's still chasing him.
Hallway. Cole said, Goratha, get back here. I'm not done with you.
Goratha really keeping up with the Flash. You can see Goratha and DeadAndDoom basically have the same Flash. And again, DeadAndDoom pulling ahead once again. It's just been so back and forth, just non-stop. At this rate, I think Goratha's going to be first to kill Piety. Considering how back and forth this has been. Actually, DeadAndDoom has... DeadAndDoom actually has Hatred, and Goratha doesn't. I think Goratha might have forgotten to pick up Hatred.
Yeah, that's a really big DPS loss.
Yeah, for sure. Does get a box. See if he actually... No, he actually opts to skip it. He doesn't have a... He doesn't feel like he has the time to ID it, potentially. Yeah, he's just going to skip it out.
He doesn't have... kind of having a tough time with the layout, too, and all the way down.
He hasn't rolled a single Flash so far, and neither is DeadAndDoom, using nothing but white Flash. Same with Gucci. And same with Nugiyen, actually, even at this point.
Yeah, Goratha's doing really insane considering that apparently he hasn't played in 5 months.
Yeah, no kidding. Especially with that start even as well. Like, when he messed up on Hailrake, I think a lot of people thought, well, Goratha probably is not going to win this anymore, but racing's pretty crazy, and a few good layouts and you can be back in it instantly, even with mistakes like that cost you like 2 minutes. DeadAndDoom seems to have just picked up a 4-link chest, but it's not got very good colors on it right now. So that doesn't look very useful. But if he can get some good colors on it, he's just going to keep pulling on that sick 4-link RNG. He's got 4-link boots still, and he transmuted 22 fire res on it. His res are going to be really amazing.
Goratha getting another essence.
Yeah, Goratha getting another essence, a greed essence there. That might help out. He might opt to use that on his chest, because that's going to guarantee a life roll. Maybe he opts to use it on the gloves. Who knows? I think he would probably use it on the chest, maybe, because you can potentially find better gloves, and his chest has the same links. But maybe he's looking for the 4-link. Who knows?
Well, we're getting a correction. Goratha hasn't raced in 5 months. He does have a level 97 in a Harbinger Hardcore.
Yeah, okay, that makes sense. Goratha has always been a really insane racer, though, so not surprised to see him back and just owning it up. Although he has fallen a decent amount behind in comparison to DeadAndDoom at this point.
Yeah, D&D's
DeadAndDoom might
slowly pulling
be...
ahead.
Yeah, DeadAndDoom might be pulling ahead here. He's got a nice chest now. It's unfortunately 2 links. He might be looking for fuses to try and get a 4-link on that. It's got strength, dex, cold res, and a little bit of extra armor and evasion. That dex might come in useful. It is accuracy, and these guys won't be picking up resolute technique anytime soon, so having that little bit of extra accuracy does help out.
We've got Goratha going up against Piety now. Wow, he actually got passed by Gucci. Gucci getting ready to... I don't remember what this next one is called. I'm choking.
No, Gucci's actually... Yeah, Gucci...
Imperial Gardens.
Imperial Gardens, yeah. Sorry, I was looking at Nugi. Nugi's in Solaris Temple. And Goratha with the... He's just been having insane RNG. He found a rare... What was that, a decorative axe?
Yeah, if that rolls well, he could very well use that till the end of the race, right?
Yeah, I didn't get to see what the rolls were. He's vendoring it, so it was bad.
That's unfortunate. Got D&D just speeding his way towards Dominus.
Oh, Goratha has hatred in his inventory. I don't know if he realized that he's missing his hatred and doesn't have it on yet. Goratha's timer is exactly 33 seconds late at this point. And Goratha actually, like, I don't think he realized that he has hatred in his inventory and he hasn't put it in.
Maybe someone in his chat needs to let him know. Hit him with a nice hatred flashbanging game.
Please don't flashbang.
Yeah, please don't do that.
Oh, God. But yeah, Gucci's actually making up for a lot of ground. Even with that death, like, he could actually very easily end up potentially winning the race.
Yeah, he's not far behind D&D right now.
Yeah, crazy things have happened in racing, and this would definitely be one of them.
Oh, we do have somebody in game telling Goratha to put on his hatred. He opens his inventory. He's like, oh yeah, I do have a hatred gem. I should probably put that in something. I need to just equip it.
What a great community we have. So, DeadAndDoom's links are just incredible, though. Like, that seems to be what's been pulling him ahead the most. Gucci doesn't even have hatred on now either, but it seems like he kind of needs the mana. So I can see why. DeadAndDoom doesn't have it on either, so I guess they're just turning it on for bosses.
Leave it off for bosses to have more mana for leap slamming.
Ooh, Goratha in a really nasty spot. That was a really nasty pack. But
really
again,
hard.
that Scion resistance just helping out so much. Oh my god, there's so much freeze pulse. God, if that Scion resistance wasn't there, he would have definitely been dead there. And we got DeadAndDoom
first one to go up on Dominus.
And he seems to be having a really nice time with that. Finding a rare spectral axe. I believe that's like a level 32 base? No, it's probably higher than that. My inexperience with Thunder a little bit kind of showing a bit there.
Nugiyen getting the Infernal Talc. He's getting ready to go towards General. He's doing pretty good.
He found a mace. I wonder what that mace has at this point. Oh, wow, that has 76% IPD and 3 to 42 lightning.
But he doesn't have an
DeadAndDoom
offhand, it looks like.
DeadAndDoom going to work on Dominus. Dominus just deciding to walk around and being like, you know what, I can dodge too. Gucci now making it to Dominus as well. And you can see how much experience DeadAndDoom has just dodging everything. He sees Dominus slamming. Look at how exact he is.
Stands.
You know, 1 pixel closer and he probably would have taken damage from that.
Truly is the 15-year-old prodigy.
You almost wonder if he's been practicing that, like he just did Dominus over and over again, just has that known exactly. And he found a really he even said F me in game. He found a really nice spectral axe. That thing has a lot of fire damage and a lot of fizz damage on it. He actually has to go back to town to refresh Flask. Goratha dropping a bit low on the first trio of Dominus. And Gucci actually looting and activating second phase of Dominus. DeadAndDoom finishing Dominus.
Yeah,
moving to the next
DeadAndDoom gets
area.
him down. First one to enter Act 4.
Gucci opting for more attack speed. Nugi finding an essence. We got a really close race on our hands.
This could really go either way for Gucci, D&D, or Goratha at this point. 1 or 2 bad layouts in any direction, and somebody else could win.
Yeah. One thing to note is that Goratha is actually a level below DeadAndDoom and Gucci.
That's interesting because he had a level lead earlier in the race, right?
Yeah, exactly. Even though Goratha was up a level in Act 2, he's now down a level in Act 3. And he might just be a bit inexperienced with the new levels of zones and stuff. And, you know, with warehouses being gone, lost a big chunk of XP. Warehouses used to be that one area where you went and you could get XP pretty easily.
Yeah.
But Goratha's on second phase of Dominus now. Nugi's just now entering Lunaris 2.
He's having a bad time. We need some PMA in chat for Nugi.
I think chat's been spamming plenty of PMA.
Good.
So
going back to Act 2. What is it that he's grabbing in Act 2, you think?
I think he's just grabbing some extra links. Oh, he over-leveled his Blood Rage.
That's not good.
But he found a 4-link chest. But he can't use Blood Rage anymore. Oh, he got Conk Effect, actually. Did he drop that? I can't tell, but he has a 4-link Sunder at this point. He's got Conk Effect on his Sunder.
That's a huge damage boost because it actually
And he has Conk Effect on Ancestral Warchief, so no way did he drop that. He's got the double 4-link going. I think we're going to see him pulling really far ahead now.
At this point, do you think he should just go for broke and kill as little as possible trying to push bosses?
Nah, he still needs the XP for... Like, you still probably want the XP. Duresto and Comb are not to be underrated, but at this point, he can basically just build life. He can go, you're a Scion, you passed by that life wheel, just pick up every single life node you can, and you're set. He's probably going to be looking at 1,000 life at Malachai, and he's just going to have it easy. Hey, Nugi's getting the subs. I guess the PMA is actually happening. He's dancing.
He's dancing.
And he's killing Piety.
Good. Big smile on his face. Chat's getting to him. Maybe he'll decide not to become a Divinity 2 streamer after all. About to get Piety down. Taking some really big hits in the fire form. Got Goratha kind of lagging behind now. He's like slowly losing that clinch he had on second place.
Yeah. But it is Goratha. Unfortunately, he doesn't have the 4-link. But he can do amazing things. He's a really good player. But he's going up against DeadAndDoom, and with 2 4-links and an incredible spectral axe.
He is the first
DeadAndDoom
one.
actually specking into decks, trying to be able to use his Blood Rage with the 4-link. But it doesn't look like he can still. He has to get another dex node because his chest had 22 decks.
It looks like he is using it now, so I guess that paid off.
No, I think he's still using the chest. Or, let me see. Yeah, he's still using his old chest, and he's not using... Yeah, he's still using a 3-link Sunder at this point. He really wants that Blood Rage for the extra attack speed and the Frenzy charges.
And for clearing, that's like so much more important. With Sunder, you're pretty much doing enough damage to kill everything on a 3-link.
Yeah, he keeps checking. He keeps taking it off and taking out Blood Rage to see if he can use it, how much he needs for it. Goratha now entering Highgate.
Looks a pretty fast stride lake for Goratha, actually.
Yeah, but he's underleveled. I think he knows. Like I think his plan is he's gonna end up being underleveled for Malachai, but I think that's part of his plan at this point.
And got Nugiyen entering Scepter of God. So not too far behind.
Yeah. He's doing alright. And again, crazy things can happen in racing. You never know when somebody's just gonna get godly layouts and suddenly catch up out of nowhere.
And nothing is impossible when it comes to racing, that's for sure.
Yeah, maybe he has a super clean Duresso kill. Maybe other people die on it. Who knows? Duresso can be really, really brutal.
He did get to the front page of Reddit with an incredible Duresso kill, so it's not impossible for Nugi.
If there's anybody that knows how to do low life Duresso kills, it's gonna be Nugi. So we've got DeadAndDoom entering Crystal Veins at this point. Pretty clearly ahead, but desperately still trying to get that 4-link Sunder running. He really wants that conk effect in at this point.
Like Gucci having some inventory issues, getting something stuck on his cursor.
Or maybe he wanted it on his cursor, because you can leap slam around with something on your cursor, but I didn't manage to catch it. He did get a nice blue pack, and actually opted to go for this skill point. I don't know if he's actually going to pick that up. Just clicking it because it was there.
Might as well click it if you're there, exactly. I think D&D is the only one in the Crystal Veins at this point. He's about to grab the waypoint and start working on either Coma or Duresso.
Actually going to pick up the skill point. Oh, he really wants that dex node, probably. Yeah, he's going to go pick up that dex node, and he's probably going to switch chests now.
And he does. Yeah, that 4-link's going to be really, really helpful for him. As long as he doesn't get any bad layouts at this point, or just freak accident boss deaths, would you say this is pretty much in the bag for D&D?
As long as he doesn't get any deaths. Well, the other thing that can happen is Belly of the Beast can be really nasty. You can get some really nasty Harbinger packs. Granted, you do have Leap Slam, and you can potentially Leap Slam past, but Harbinger packs and Belly of the Beast are pretty brutal. You do have a lot of resistance as a Scion. I'm not sure if he it seems like he doesn't want to go for the skips, but he does have the Ancestral War Chief 4 linked, and he might just be getting some XP. He just wants to feel comfortable. And make sure, I think he knows his position at this
ghosted
point.
mob on him, gets him down. Could have been pretty Monka S for a second there.
Yep. I'm not sure if Goratha's actually going to go for skips. I do know Goratha has a bow on, or no, he doesn't actually have a bow on swap anymore. Somebody equipped a bow really early on, but I think they got rid of it. They might have just had it to get a chrome or something.
You can use that for certain skips in Combs area, right?
Combs area and Duressa's area as well.
D&D with a double 4 link.
Yeah, the double
Absolutely
4 link for D&D
insane.
again is.
His boss damage is gonna really shine.
Yep. And he unfortunately got the absolute lowest roll he can on his serrated axe, but I think the 4 link is gonna more than make up for that. It doesn't really matter for him at this point.
Yeah, all he needs to do is go fast and stay alive, and he's got a really good chance.
Yep. Gucci actually got bleed on hit on his decorative axe. Maybe that bleed on hit helps him out a little bit.
Maybe, yeah. At low levels, ailments are actually pretty strong and make pretty good cleanup. Like, you notice a couple mobs that are pretty close to being dead, you can just leave them, and most of the time they'll die if you're using some form of ailment.
Yeah, ooh, DeadAndDoom actually dropped really low there for a second. And he's having a really rough time.
Locked in that mini boss room with a Harbinger pack. That's not a good look for D&D.
That Harbinger pack is actually pretty frightening.
Oh, Goratha dropping really, really low, too. Got sandwiched in a pack of dogs with frenzy charges.
Yeah. Nobody else having a 4 link at all at this point. As a matter of fact, I think Gucci is on a 3 link and a 2 link. And actually the same with Goratha. He's only using a 3 link and a 2 link at this point.
Looks like D&D rolling some flask, getting started on Combs area.
And yeah, as I said, D&D is literally just picking up life wheel at this point.
That's pretty much all he has to do, really.
Double 4 link. I mean, you've got.
He's got all the damage he's gonna need.
Yeah, he's got more damage than what anybody else can even come close to pulling. He is definitely pulling super far ahead at this point. One thing to note is that, yes, he was in Duresso's area earlier. You pretty much just clear Duresso's area for the XP, and then you switch over to Combs area. And I think he's going to be killing Comb first here.
We got Nugi starting on phase 2 Dominoes.
Yeah. Nugi putting out some alright damage. He actually has a 3 link Ancestral Protector at this point. And a 3 link Sunder. Hopefully he swapped out his Onslaught support. Oh no, he didn't.
So functionally on the boss, a 2-link Sunder, unless he can kill some ads.
Yeah. He did actually kill an ad and actually managed to proc his Onslaught in the middle of the boss fight. So
not
actually bad. Paid off. But I think a faster attacks would have been better there.
You got
so yeah, Goratha actually
Stronghold.
Goratha actually falling a bit behind at this point.
Oh, he hits a dead end too. That's rough.
Yeah, Duresso's area can be really, really annoying like that.
Looks like he does find the mini boss room. No Harbinger pack, so he's gonna get it down pretty quick.
Yeah, and that's gonna be much easier than what DeadAndDoom's mini boss fight looked like. Oh, never mind. As I say that, Caster's
God,
Curse
really low again.
He dropped really low there. That was pretty frightening. but managed to get out of that and stay alive.
D&D and Gucci are pretty much neck and neck at this point still, pretty much for the entirety of the race. D&D is still going to get to come first, though. With the double 4 links, I think he's just going to absolutely drop him.
Yeah. And an update on the levels here. Granted, this isn't a level race, this is a boss kill race. Both D&D and Gucci seem to be level 30, according to the tracker at least. Goratha at level 29, Nugiyen at 27.
Looks like Nugi's still looking to finish up Dryad Lake.
Yeah, he had a really rough time. I mean, I think the expectation that the race was an hour later. Oh, Nugi dropping kind of low, but he seems to have some like really nice life on kill and life on hit. He's got 3 life on hit on his main weapon, and 2 life on hit on his amulet too.
Looks like D&D is the first one to start progressing towards Duresso.
Yep, and as
Goratha
I said,
and Gucci's still looking for Cum.
Yep, he's still looking for Comb. D&D is just gonna be D&D is literally just skipping everything in Duresa's area. I think he knows he has this at this point. He doesn't need more damage. He doesn't need XP. He knows
pretty
this
close
race
to
is over.
leveling. Look how much damage he does. He's literally chunking them with like 25% asunder.
Yep. That damage is insanity. And
you got Gucci fighting Comb now. Oh, getting like chunked pretty. Oh, Gucci dropping really, really low.
Yeah, that was really, really painful. I think he misjudged where that leap slam was going to hit, and it actually hit him for 75%. And getting hit by...
Yeah, he's just getting swarmed right now.
Yeah, he keeps getting hit by those slams.
Yeah, multiple sunders in a row there.
D&D now on Duresso as well. He's having a pretty easy time by the looks of it.
Yeah, just throw a couple sunders. Wait for him to heal, throw a couple sunders. Easy game.
Yeah, and he's not taking a lot of damage at all. Duresso not going for the swipes too much, and he just... Why did those swipes do, like, no damage? What in the world?
Yeah, he was...
Did he just evade, like, all...
Those.
Like, he's evading the... He's either blocking or evading them. I don't know what's going on. But those swipes are, like, doing nothing to him.
D&D gets him down.
Even really fast on the gem swapping. And he's going to be the first in the belly of the beast by quite a long shot.
Yeah, absolutely. Duresso is kind of a long boss fight to kill, too, because, like, no matter how fast you kill him, you're still going to have to wait for him to heal.
Yeah,
so
the
getting that lead over everybody else is really helpful.
You can never get too cocky with the invuln phases, unfortunately. He actually gets a blind ghost, which is going to be... Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you need to
get the hell out of there. Dead mob as well.
And there's
right
the
into a frenzied Harbinger pack. Oh no.
He got past that pretty cleanly in comparison to the ghost. Considering the ghost was blinding him and stuff, that was really hurting his accuracy.
Yeah, that's what you need to do in a situation like that. Just get the fuck out of there.
Yep. And he is very quickly making his way. We've got Gucci and... Oh no, Goratha went down!
It's really unfortunate.
And he's confused. He's got 58 fire res, and he's like, what? Like, I don't think he expected to take that much damage. Gucci also on Duresso.
Oh, Goratha dropping really, really low again.
Yeah, Goratha is having a tough time. Those ads really actually really hurt. And his damage is also not very good either. Again, he's on the 3 link and the 2 link.
Yeah, this is taking quite a while. Definitely longer than he's probably comfortable with. Gucci gets
Yeah.
down Duresso, it looks like, and relogs.
And let's just to get an update on the life totals here. We've got DeadAndDoom running around with 811 life. Gucci at 800, and Goratha's at 711. Probably getting a Slurpee or something. And Nugiyen at 588, but he is not anywhere close to Duresso at this point.
Looks like D&D is... Oh, wow. D&D dropped pretty low there. Face first into a pack of blue mobs.
Yeah, with bears on it. D&D apparently found a roomies.
What?
What is this RNG? Can we just like straight up ban D&D's RNG at this
Did he
point
not
from
pick it up? I
racing?
didn't see it in his inventory.
He might have picked it up. I'll have to check that in a second. He's starting Piety. Might have been a bait from
we're
chat.
hearing it's a bait from chat. We have been debated.
Oh man. Piety actually going down.
Pretty quick, pretty comfortably.
Yeah, pretty quick.
Looks like Gucci not far behind. Oh, Goratha dropping really, really low against the trio.
Yeah. That trio can be deceptively dangerous. Oh, Nugi has his race filter on now at this point. As a side note.
That's going to help him out a lot. Maybe too little, too late, but...
He has a really fast leap slam at the very least.
Yeah, he does. He's actually
Goratha...
slowly closing the gap from where he was towards the end of Act 3.
Yeah. Goratha having some trouble with Duresso. I don't think he has very good cold res at this point. Swapping out a ring for that extra cold res.
Damage just doesn't seem quite as high as Gucci and D&D's as well, so he's kind of taking a lot longer to push the bosses. We've got D&D fighting Shab right now as well.
Yeah, D&D's links, like, as if it wasn't crazy enough, like as if he wasn't a crazy enough racer. He just gets the double 4-link and he's just completely destroying.
Pretty much in cruise control at this point. Taking a huge hit from Shab though.
Yeah, those balls of lightning actually can hit deceptively hard. Like, you can go in there with a decent amount of res, and all of a sudden, Shab just hits you twice for like 400, and you're like, what? I thought I had good lightning res. Goratha's still struggling on Duresso at this point.
Gucci getting Piety down, so he's going to be looking to push up after D&D.
Yeah, Gucci's actually looking like he was definitely in last for a bit there because of the death penalty, but even with the death penalty, he is pulled all the way up to second place at this point. And again, crazy things can happen in racing, but
Goratha's having a really... Oh, Goratha goes down on Duresso.
Yep, second death for Goratha. But he only has 41 cold res. It's kind of understandable that he just... Oh my god.
He's getting chunks. So.
Oh, Duresso's just being an asshole right now. He just does not want to do anything but do his wind slash. And Goratha keeps getting stun locked by him.
If he dies again, there's a good chance he actually gets passed by Nugi.
Yeah, there is actually. I don't think Nugi has a death at this point. Nugi's going for Duresso. I don't know if he has comb yet, does he?
I believe he does, yeah. That was one of his first deaths. He died to comb and then came back and finished him.
Wait, did Nugi die to comb?
Oh, I'm sorry, Goratha.
Yeah.
I think Nugi is doing Duresso first, which would make sense because of his mechanical mastery of the Duresso fight.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Curious to see what the resistances are like on him. DeadAndDoom actually on Malagaro at this point. Actually had to TP out and refresh flasks on him. And he's relogging, and it looks like he's going to be going first into Malachai. Nugi's got Duresso on half HP at this point.
Yep, working him down. This is pretty much D&D's race to lose at this point. First one into Malachai by quite a bit.
Yeah. Gucci's going to be following him shortly. Gucci is also on Malagaro at this point.
Oh, and Nugi goes down. Super tilted.
Oh, man. That's pretty brutal for Nugi. He can still pull it back. And we've got D&D on full screen.
On D&D.
And Killing Piety. Get a nice bit of ad phase, get the flash charges back.
Dodging the slam, no problem.
And just look at that damage. He got through that. He got through that second
So
part
fast.
of Malachai so fast.
Every single Sunder is like a 10% chunk on Piety, which is crazy.
Yeah, that double 4-link really coming into play. Checking his resistances, making sure he's all set. Nugi actually
looks like Nugi is either out or taking a break. He's sitting back down, logging back in. Maybe you just need to take a couple deep breaths.
Might have needed a drink or something. We've got D&D. First heart is down. Gucci now starting Malachai.
If D&D dies at this point, it could be a very, very close race.
Yeah, Gucci still has 1 death. DeadAndDoom has 0. DeadAndDoom is actually... I think DeadAndDoom is very well aware of his position at this point.
You know, all he needs to do is play conservatively, and he's got this in the back.
Yeah. Again, barely dodging the slam. He's back to taking his time on the slams. Previously, earlier in the fight, he was actually just like straight up leap slamming away from the slams, being very careful. Last heart is down. I think we're gonna see a win here for DeadAndDoom now. And
oh, dropping pretty
wow,
low.
he actually just drops really low. He got lacerated by Malachai.
Look at that.
His
D&D's opinion on dodging is close only counts in horseshoes. Dodge it by a pixel, keep deepsing, and he gets him down.
And it's over. DeadAndDoom's going to be your winner here. 0 deaths. And holding down R. Gucci going into second phase of Duresso at this point. Or Duresso. Malachai.
Nugi's starting Malachai now.
And
he's about to finish off Duresso.
Gucci also dropping really low. Oh, God. Taking some of Malachai's balls, that's something you don't really want to do.
Definitely something you want to avoid.
Taking... He's straight up face tanking the tentacles now. And just... Oh, no! He got stunned by one of the fire traps and died.
Gucci goes down. Got Goratha getting down Piety.
Yep. And
well, Nugi still has to do comb.
Yeah. Unfortunately for Goratha, or not Goratha, Gucci. Oh no!
Oh, Gucci dropping super, super low again.
He's really scared of those fire traps too. He was being really careful not to walk on that. He got comboed from the fire trap into getting hit by a ball because the fire trap actually stunned him. Otherwise, he wouldn't have actually died there.
Malachai's one of those fights where you can either feel incredibly safe or you can get wombo comboed and just drop out of nowhere.
And Gucci
Gucci
is
gets him down.
finished with Malachai. 2 deaths, I believe.
It's like Goratha's farming some XP in Dried Lake.
Yep. Again, Goratha fell really far behind in the levels, unfortunately. I think he knows his position is 3rd place at this point. And at this point, he just kind of needs a level.
I mean, with Nugi still having to get comb, he can pretty much XP up until the point where Nugi kills him.
Yep.
And start working towards killing Malachai's guardians.
I'm curious why Nugi needed a break there. But Nugi getting a sub.
Choo-choo.
Oh, I see. Goratha wanted level 30 for the Colossal Life Flask point. He's actually taking his time to craft some flasks.
It's not necessarily a bad idea.
Yeah, Colossal Life Flask can be really good. Looking for some links even at this point. Trying to get a 4 link. Not lucky enough to get a 4 link, unfortunately. Pretty brutal. I'm curious, did Gucci actually ever end up getting a 4 link? No, he didn't. So those links for DeadAndDoom just being massive for him.
So huge.
Got Goratha now entering Shav. He's just building attack speed. Just constantly going for damage. I believe his light res is actually like really, really good. I think he's overcapped on lightning res at this point, but he is actually taking a lot of damage. As I said, Shavron can be deceptively dangerous even with good lightning res.
Yeah, it's really easy to get shocked and then take a huge chunk of damage.
Yeah, for sure. So we've got... Yeah, he got hit by one of those storm calls there, and he barely even took like 20%. Uh-oh, he's out of wait. He's actually somewhat low on TPs. He actually opts to log out and just recast his auras. Again, I think he just knows where he's at this point.
Yeah, all he's got to do is play it safe, keep moving forward, and he's got 3rd in the bag. Getting chunked pretty hard, though, by that blue pack.
Yeah, those mobs can hit really, really hard as well. One thing to note here is that pretty much everybody that's finished at this point purposely made sure that they got there pretty fast. They didn't XP very, very much. DeadAndDoom finished at 31. Gucci finished at 30. And Goratha's currently at level 30 as well. And he's probably going to finish at 30, considering the XP penalty in Harvest. Harvest being a 40 zone and him being only level 30. He's basically getting 0 XP here.
Yeah, that's a huge penalty. Goratha fighting Doey Dre. Not having too hard of a time.
Yep.
Super easy to die on this boss under-leveled as well if you let a couple of those balls hit you. Just like that. It's half his health in one hit. Especially if one of the curse effects on the ground switches right beneath you to vulnerability.
You can get comboed.
It's real easy to flop.
She can throw a ball and melee hit you at the same time. Nugi actually was the victim of that at one point during last week's races, where he got comboed. Nugi's life on hit is insane. You can see he just sundered into a pack and just instantly healed from half to full.
Wow, yeah.
Life on hit is definitely not a stat to be underrated. Oh my, that was a lot of damage that Nugi just took. Gucci actually found Shavron's pace. He's standing on him right now.
Wow.
In the boss fight. It's actually pretty
Looks
funny.
like D&D and Gucci linking each other their gear. You got Goratha fighting Malagaro. This is the last of the Guardians for him, right?
Should be, yes. I don't know what his fire eyes looks like, but it looks like he's taking a decent amount of damage from this.
Yeah, he just needs to keep doing what he's doing, circling. Doesn't only have one charge of his life flask left, though.
0 now, and he is looking to TP out. Actually panicking a little bit there.
Oh, Nugi
And
dropped
Nugi dropped
really
super
low.
low. Again, Harbingers and Belly of the Beast are really nasty to deal with.
It just at lower levels, especially when you're trying to go fast, Harbingers are so spooky. Especially in a zone like this, where if you kill a pack, the detonate dead mobs when Harbinger can just completely wreck you.
Oh yeah, absolutely. And he dropped low again. He's having a really rough time in Belly of the Beast. And that was actually even a dead end. We got Goratha about to enter the Malachai fight. And making sure his links are all good. Unfortunately, he had a really, really rough time.
Full screen on Goratha now.
Yep. Crafted life on his gloves. Taking a little safer on the slam. Not cutting it nearly as close as DeadAndDoom and Gucci.
Oh, dropping really low.
Did he just
Hit
get
with the
slammed
slam.
there? Did he
Yeah,
tank
slam
that?
to the face. Monka
Wow.
S. His damage seems pretty good. I wouldn't say it was, nearly as good as D&D or Gucci's, but it's not far behind. He's definitely not having
He's
any
not
issue
doing
getting
too
him
bad
down.
on the damage. D&D clearly kind of just had ridiculous damage again, the double 4-link. An update, Nugi is on Piety, and he just took a... Oh, Nugi just dropped. And resurrected in town.
What did he die to? I had full screen on Goratha.
Goratha just took another slam!
Oh my god! Goratha going so low.
Goratha's like, I might not have won the race, but I'm gonna show just how huge my balls are. Just tank every slam. He may not have won the race, but he may be winning the people's hearts here.
Nugiyen trucking along, trying to get back to Pi.
Goratha, please stop!
Goratha playing really fast and loose with Malachai. Definitely showing he's not afraid.
He has a panicked flask. Maybe he's dropping low on purpose at this point. He just wants to he just wants to use that flask and get full effect out of it. Take that instant flask. Goratha definitely looking to win the people's hearts here. Oh god.
Dropping so low again.
Again, that panicked flask saving him. Good lord.
Wombo combos left and right. Nugi going down to a frenzied pack.
Oh man, Nugi really having a tough time now. Died to Piety, accidentally resurrected in town. Goratha taking a fire trap. And this is not a very clean Malachai fight at this point.
Yeah,
wonder how his resistances are doing.
Oh, Nugi dropping so low.
Goratha just, expecting Malachai to go hit that hard already, but he doesn't want to. And Goratha dropping so really low again.
Nugi back on Piety.
And we've got the second heart down for Goratha.
Oh, just
Goratha
gets chunked so hard.
Damage.
Just a punch from Malachai, dropping him to half.
Nugi actually having a really annoying time with Piety too.
Yeah, it just doesn't
it's off screen right now, but Piety is trying to wedge herself in a corner right now. And Goratha should be hitting the final heart soon. Nugi getting another sub. Goratha on the final heart, and
Eating some tentacles. Oh, wait, a couple
God.
balls. Panic Flask.
That
with literally
Panic
no
Flask
visible health.
has saved him so much during this fight.
There's one MVP of this race. It's the Panic Flask.
Again, Goratha might not have won the race, but he won the people's hearts.
Dropping so low again. How is this man still standing?
He must know at this point. He must know he's like doing this on purpose. Goratha finishing. I think that was 2 deaths as well.
Forgot to stop his timer.
And so we've got Nugi left, and he's going for the Malachai Guardians. Fortunately, Nugi managed to make up a decent amount of time. He did have a really rough start. He had a really rough morning. He thought the race was later than it actually was.
Oh, and he goes down again.
Oh, no. Well, at least he has the waypoint, and so even if he accidentally logs out, he's not gonna have to run back. That's unfortunate, though. But he'll be able to finish the race at the very least, and that's good.
He's just taking so much damage, even the white mobs that are hitting him.
Yep.
That's true. These other racers may have won the race, but Nugi's winning the sub race.
Oh, absolutely. Nugi's actually level 28. That might be why he's taking so much damage.
Yeah, compared to D&D and Gucci, who were 30 at this point.
Yep, everybody else was 30. D&D actually finished at 31. Oh my god! Shavron with the crit! Lightning tendrils. Just like insta-killed him.
Oh, and he goes down again.
Holy crap, I just rewatched that on the stream. That crit lightning tendrils was actually...
Oh my god!
Yeah, he's
it's
tilted.
A death march.
He's just face tanking Stormcoils.
Do we have a accurate count of his deaths?
Nope. I think he knows the race is over. He's just done with it.
Yeah, Nugi's certainly having a rough time. Hopefully he gets shoved down here. Oh, God.
Jesus. I want to know what his light res is at this point.
And he gets her down. Easy.
Yeah, that was pretty easy first try, you know, no deaths. Pretty easy.
Oh, jumps right into the corner with the Harbinger pack. That's rough.
Yeah, and it's Flame Dash too, so it's gonna be... It might end up being a little bit annoying. He gets away from it, thankfully. Nugi also, again, he has by far the lowest life of all of them.
I was just noticing that. He's like at least minimum of 100 life lower than everybody else was at this point.
Yeah. Everybody else basically had had like 800 life at this point. He's out of life flask. I don't think he's gonna bother TPing out, is he? Oh no, he is. Okay. Did he? I don't know if he died at that point.
We've got Goratha streaming some Nugi clips, it looks like.
Yeah, Nugi's allowed to stop at this point. There was a rule added about the there was a rule against rage quitting because it was one of those things where people were getting like it was making the races kind of boring, but there was a rule added this time around where you are actually allowed to stop if you're the last racer.
I think that's a good idea.
But
it doesn't feel good to...
I think Nugi wants to finish this race out. He's got 2 Guardians down. He's going for the third now.
He's basically there.
He's toughing it out. It can be pretty disheartening to be this far behind, too.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've definitely felt that at some points, and some of the other racers have, too. So, I don't really blame him for being tilted at this point.
Yeah. It's totally human. It's, feels pretty bad to be in last and to continue. Trust me.
Yeah.
TPing out, playing it safe. Looks like he's getting some wisdom scrolls. Buying more portals.
Yeah, he wants to try and finish this with as little deaths as possible, even though he kind of was tilted out on Chevron and just kind of like throwing himself at her.
Yeah, at this point he's realized, all right, I'm gonna finish it. I should probably just do it as quickly as possible.
Yeah, do it as cleanly as possible too. Alright, so he's going to be heading into Malachai. Maybe he has a super clean Malachai. Maybe he just had really, really terrible lightning res for Shav. Who knows? This will be the lowest life Malachai kill. And the lowest level as well. You can see he can't even use his decorative axe.
He's draining all his mana before Malachai. It's an interesting choice. Here's the main event,
He just wants
boys.
to make the totem dance, that's all.
Yeah, this will be really interesting with 625 life. He basically has to not get hit at all.
He can take a few hits here and there, but he can definitely not take as many hits as other people. Maybe his cold res is good for the tentacles.
Oh, getting chunked by the tentacles.
I don't know about that, actually. I haven't actually checked the state of his gear.
4k elo dodge on that ball.
Yeah, no kidding. Even dodging those leap slams really, really well. And
so low to the
God.
tentacles again.
Yeah, I don't know how his resistances are doing at this point. But they don't seem amazing. Yeah, he has a sapphire ring, and he has cold res on his weapon even. Still using that bladed mace that he found early in the race. Which, I don't blame him, he has a really, really strong weapon.
And we make it to phase 2.
The tentacles are all elementals. I believe.
I believe
I have to actually look that up.
Said that as well. They are tri-ele.
Yeah. It's just the cold res is the most important because if you get chilled by them, you can't get out of them.
Oh, dropping so low again to the tentacles. No charges left in his life flask right now. Pretty sketchy. And he goes down to the tentacles.
Unfortunate. Again, he's very low level. At level 30, you get those You get those colossal life flasks, and those help out a ton.
Oh, instantly.
Oh my god.
So low again.
This is, he's still actually got Onslaught in his, links.
Oh, and it goes down again.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Tentacles on
Yeah.
the ball. Definitely not something you want anywhere near your person.
Yep. I think he just wants to finish it out at least at this point. Malachai should be going for the second heart now. There we go. He's just toughing it out. He wants to finish. And what? How did he even die there? He just like warped behind Malachai and then was dead. Like I'm so confused how that even happened. Nugi's real time is unfortunately gonna be pretty high, but I don't know that it matters at this point.
Yeah.
He at the very least he finished, and
that's commendable at the very least.
Yeah. If this was DeadAndDoom, I think we would have seen a rage quit at this point. Let's be fair.
And third heart's up. Up, eating some
third heart
tentacles. TPing out, it looks like. We have confirmation from
DeadAndDoom in chat saying, yeah,
probably
true.
Even the new reformed D&D would rage quit under these circumstances.
Nugi almost done here? Malachai with some nice rotations. Nugi just dodging all the lacerates from Malachai. And we should be done
charges
soon.
as well.
He doesn't want to TP out. Oh my god. Now he does. That degen almost killing him. And
Nugi gets him down.
Well done to Nugi for finishing. It was unfortunately a really, really rough race for him.
Very commendable. I definitely would have plug pooled 30 minutes ago. So
yeah,
clappers for him.
Hey, DeadAndDoom, how's it going, man?
So it's going pretty good. Happy I won.
Yeah, I noticed you were in chat with Goratha and Gucci the whole time.
Yeah.
How much were you discussing with them?
Not much. We're just like telling our bad RNG to each other and stuff, you know. Complaining.
Bad RNG with double 4 links.
Yeah, I mean the rest wasn't too great. I should have done stuff to 1-3, I feel like, with double 4 link.
Yeah. I saw you had the dex problems in Act 4, unfortunately.
Spec 2 dex notes.
Yep. Also with the bad RNG, you actually got a rare boarding axe on Brutus.
Yeah, but it wasn't that good. But both Gucci and Goratha got a better boarding axe later on.
Oh yeah, they did. But
and then that's where I got like a shocking shrine in Wetlands, and then Goratha has to one-up me by getting an acceleration shrine in that zone.
So what was the XPing strat here? Because I noticed you finished at you actually finished at the highest level of all the participants.
Yeah, I mean the plan was to just get level 30, but I ended up getting a Harbinger in Bartul's area, and that gave me a shit ton of XP.
Yeah.
It's like you still want to keep up onslaught, so that's why I hit 31.
Yeah, for sure. Goratha definitely had a bit of trouble there being only 29, he actually
Yeah.
went back to Dry Lake. So I was curious about that.
And he said he fucked up by entering the resource at 28. Got no XP in there because of the penalty.
Yeah. So 30 is just for the Colossal Life Flask, right?
Yeah.
Alright.
How'd you
So-
feel like your race went like overall?
Average.
Average?
Played worse than I should have, I feel like. But RNG wise, average, I think. I got the 4 links to make up for the other bad RNG.
I gotcha.
Yeah, nobody else had a 4-link at all.
Yeah, I know.
Pretty insane. So the 4-links probably
Pretty lucky
like
with that.
once you had the 4-links, you were just flying through everything.
Yeah. Also, in Belly of the Beast and Harvest, like, the game really wanted me dead in those zones. I got so many, like, blue packs of the bleeding
Oh,
dudes. I came so close to dying so many times in those zones.
Yeah, is there
Yeah,
anything you feel like you could have done differently during the race?
I'm gonna fuck up the big things.
Yeah. Scion's gonna be pretty tough with stat requirements, unfortunately.
I forgot to buy a Jade. I didn't have a transmit when I needed it, so I didn't have Blood Rage for, like, a full level. That was also a
Yeah.
mistake.
Any races you're looking forward to as well?
Yeah, the next one.
The next one's gonna be pretty exciting.
Yeah, me, Gucci, and Nugi can lose to Kuto together.
Oh man, that's gonna be a really interesting race.
I hope Nugi's a little bit untilted by the time that race comes around.
Yeah, hopefully.
So as far as I know, he really doesn't like Thunder.
Yeah, he's definitely expressed distaste towards Sunder before.
Yeah.
Well, with that said, congratulations on the race.
Thanks.
Congrats, man.
Anything you wanted to ask as well, Chop?
No, I think I'm good.
All right, so congratulations on the first place. Thanks for racing, man.
Thanks for having me.
And
Let's go on Gucci.
Oh, dude, the perfect timing. I was just telling Goratha that you guys were gonna pull one of us in soon, and just after I said that, you guys pulled me in.
oh man.
Pretty good.
So, how are you feeling, man?
And did you guys see I died in upper prison at the lightning shrine?
Yeah, I saw that. It was
Yeah, that
really
was like-
brutal.
I was that pissed me off so much, man. Because in my practice runs, I always die at a damn lightning shrine. I don't understand. There's something wrong with me and lightning shrines. They just hate me.
Yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. But thankfully, you did make up a lot of time.
Yeah,
I can't remember where your second death was.
Oh, it was on Malachai.
Oh, yeah.
Second phase, I was at the second heart. and
Oh
I
yeah,
just
you got stunned
blew
by a
up.
fire trap and then got hit by a ball, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How'd you feel your race went overall?
It was okay. Like what's it called? I heard DeadAndDoom got a rare boarding X and Goratha got like a sick boarding X. And then I was like, I'm gonna up my boarding X, and I hit 79 IPD. I was like, oh, it's great.
So that's where that boarding X came from.
Yeah, because like they kept saying they were getting like GG weapons, and Goratha was like getting acceleration shrines and shit. I'm like, fuck, dude. And then I had like 2 alchemies on me and an essence. So I like calculated I had enough to craft the ceremonial. So I just what's it called? So I just alped it, and then I hit that, and then I used the boarding X all the way to like 22, and then I think Goratha got another weapon. And I'm like, no, I have to alp something, and I alped a broad X, and I hit 43 IPD with 8 attack speed. And once I hit the attack speed, I just managed to catch up so much.
Yeah, you were really far behind at quite a few points in time. You're
And then,
actually tied with Nugi for a long time, and then all of a sudden you just started flying forwards. And
Did you see
catching
my
up.
gloves?
yeah, your gloves were insane.
Yeah, I got
47
that
phase
in,
with attack speed and life on hit.
I got that before Val Ruins. So it's
Yeah.
like, wow.
Yeah, I think I noticed it around like wetlands or something.
Yeah, wetlands. I got that and I was like reading it out to DeadAndDoom, and then it was like, what the hell, dude? Like
Yeah.
if DeadAndDoom had my gear, like my gear is like pretty. The gloves, my one ring, and my amulet is like pretty sick. If DeadAndDoom had it, he'd probably do like a 125, I think.
Yeah, DeadAndDoom with the double 4-link was pretty hard to compete
pretty
with.
crazy.
Yeah, I mean, I tried like we were in the same channel, so when he was like in a tense situation, he would be like, no, and I was like, please die for the chance.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Unfortunately, with those types of links, it's pretty hard to catch up.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, what can I say? It's I got pretty lucky on gear in general. Like my resistance are 51, 92, 73.
That's
So,
a
like,
really
yeah.
good resistances.
It's
really
strength of the Scion. I actually think helping Alira would be good. I don't know. Because we killed all, because we were like, yeah, we start as a Scion, so we get so much resist anyway, so might as well go for the passive points to get damage earlier. But then maybe I'll consider resist. Because if you think about the breakpoints, like you get a Master of the Arena like 2 levels before you hit Val, and you don't need the life node anyway. So yeah, I think there's a lot we can do with the tree. I don't know. We'll have to see.
Yeah,
Scion definitely seems really versatile in that way.
Yeah.
There's also like another tree where you can go to Marauder instead of sticking in Duelist, but you have to hit 31 and you have to do the Bust and the Desperate Spirit. Oh, I didn't take my Desperate Spirit skill point actually. It reminds me. Oh, I also. Do you guys notice my jewels?
Your jewels?
Yeah,
Wait,
I
you actually
found
had
2
jewels?
Yeah, I
What?
found 2 jewels of Dominus. Like one of them has fire and cold res and totem life, and the other has cold damage and melee damage.
Wow.
Wow. I didn't see any jewel usage or expected jewel usage. That's pretty insane.
This is the nice thing about
Next
Science,
level.
like 1 point jewel sockets.
Yep.
So, I don't know. It's pretty fun. I don't know. I like spent the entire day yesterday practicing cleave because I didn't want to be shit, and I think it paid off. Like this Malachai run is like pretty comparable, like faster than my Marauder run. I was just telling DeadAndDoom. But on the Marauder run, I was also higher level, but it doesn't matter.
Yeah. It's pretty crazy. Anything you would have changed for next race?
Wait, next race. The
Or
Q
well,
dog
not
race?
next race, but if you were to redo this race.
Yeah, I don't know. Just I think I don't know. I just didn't. I think the main problem with my play right now is my Quicksilver usage early on because I'm really inefficient. Like I'll pop a Quicksilver sometimes, and
Pathfinder sense
yeah,
is kind of
exactly.
kicking in. Yeah.
Because I'm like playing a Pathfinder and HHC right now, so it's like spam flaws all day. Like I really need to be more mindful about my Quicksilver usage. I actually got a second Quicksilver as well, but
Yeah,
I
I
dropped
noticed
it
that.
eventually.
You kind of don't need it because of the leap slam. So
Yeah, like I didn't even bother transmuting my Quicksilver because I'm not gonna use it and I don't need the resist anyways.
so how are you feeling about the race versus Cute Dog coming up next?
I mean, I hope he dies like at least 4 times for us to have a chance. There's no way. Did you see his practice run? Like he did like a 42-minute piety or some shit. Oh,
Wow.
42-minute or something like crazy. Like how are we supposed to even kill piety before 50 minutes?
Yeah, and every boss he just runs up, circles him a couple times, and TP's out.
I mean, maybe he gets a whole bunch of subs. Maybe a sub train happens and he does a whole bunch of
he has to
scams.
change scenes and
He doesn't do it anymore. He wasn't doing it during his practice run, so he's definitely not gonna do it during the race.
Wow.
Wow.
I was telling the guys, yo, we should just sub to him like 200 times on 200 different accounts so that he spends so much time kissing the cam that he'll just lose to us. But like, nah, he's not gonna do it.
Right.
It's gonna be a struggle.
Yeah, I can imagine. Well, thanks for participating in a race. Congrats on second place.
Congrats,
Really
man.
well done. And we're going to get into the interview with Goratha now.
Hey, Goratha. What's up, man?
Hey,
It's been a long time, man.
it's been a while.
How are you feeling about the race?
I have mixed feelings about the race.
Yeah.
My start was pretty bad.
Oh
I
yeah,
flipped the medicine chest.
the flipping the
Could've
medicine
been-
chest was.
I think that's
really
my first
bad.
time ever flipping a medicine chest, and I've done thousands of races, or maybe not thousands, but at least hundreds.
I would say it's in the thousands potentially.
Yeah, maybe.
You've done a lot of races in the past. So, did you do any practice before going into this race? Actually,
I actually did one practice run, but I died on Piety, like Act 3 Piety, because she was ghosted.
oh
Oh,
my!
wow.
What?
She had like a cold snap ghost, and it froze me, and I just died. And I was like, "Well, this practice run's over." I didn't really have that much time to prepare.
I don't think I've ever seen Piety get ghosted like that.
Yeah, it was weird. She just froze me, like a cold snap froze me, and I was dead.
Yeah, that's the
Wow.
worst.
That's actually pretty insane.
I was pretty happy, other than like the medicine chest, with my like Act 1 to 3. But I mean, I have a lot of practice in the past with that. My Act 4 was terrible though.
Yeah.
I made some pretty big errors there. Like my biggest
Yeah.
mistake was I was just too low level when I entered one of the zones. I wasn't getting
Yeah,
any
I noticed
trades.
you like literally went back to Dried Lake to farm out level 30.
The reason you need level 30 is those flasks. I mean,
Yeah, the flasks are
it makes it so
incredible.
much easier. That's probably why I died in Comb and Dresso too, not having those flasks.
Yeah, you were doing really well until like Act 4. And then Gucci managed to pass you and you had a couple deaths and stuff.
I would say it's like mostly an experience for Act 4 for me, but I also like didn't get a 4-link or anything, so my damage was just really bad too.
Yeah, DeadAndDoom with the double 4-link was pretty tough to compete with, I can imagine.
Yeah, the 4-link is so big, especially in Act 4.
It's especially big for Scion because the damage of Scions is lower than Marauder or Duelist.
Yep.
Yeah, that's true.
So you're already struggling. I had a really good boarding axe though, early on.
Oh yeah,
I
that
saw
boarding
that.
axe was really, really good. It was IPD and flat fizz as well.
Yeah, it was 19 to 35 is 1.62 attacks per second. That's pretty crazy for a boarding axe.
Yep.
Yeah. Did you like use the essence on it? Like I saw you had a
Yeah, I
a
used
tier 2
a
contempt.
I had a contempt on. I used a contempt on. I think it rolled like, can it roll flat fizz as well? Like on top of the contempt? I think that's what it did.
No, I can't. It's considered a flat fizz roll.
Oh, is it?
By itself.
Okay. I didn't know it went up that high though. 5 to 9 seems pretty high for T2.
Yeah. Do you
Yeah,
think
absolutely.
you might have been better off saving it potentially, or?
To be honest,
Be
I
pretty happy.
didn't even really look at it. I just saw like an essence in my inventory, and I just used it on it because I really needed a weapon at that point.
Yeah, that's fair. So
Probably would have been better later on though. If 5 to 9 fizz, yeah, on decorative
yeah,
axe.
and you can get fizz on your jewelry with that as well. if you
Oh, I
want.
didn't think about that.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's pretty nice. Would you be interested in competing in more races in the future?
Yeah, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, it's been a while since I've gotten to see you race, and it's nice to have you back, man.
It's been a while since I've actually raced. I think the last time I raced was last time they had a race season, which is quite a while ago.
Yeah.
I wasn't really that into the speed runs.
Yeah. Same for me. Are you going to be watching any of the races, or have you been watching races recently?
I watched like 1 or 2. I haven't really watched all of them, but I've been checking out a little bit.
Nice.
That's pretty good.
I'm pretty interested in the cute dog race though.
Yeah,
that
that's going to
one's
be coming
really
up
exciting.
next in like 45 minutes.
I really want to sleep because I've been up for like 24 hours, but at the same time, I don't watch that. I have some adrenaline though from that race. The Malachai was, even though I knew I lost already, it was pretty fun trying to kill Malachai with my terrible damage.
Yeah.
All right. Well, you have anything else to say before we get Nugiyen here?
Nope, I think that's all.
Thanks so much, man.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, thanks
Have
for
a good one.
joining. All right.
What's up, Nugi?
Oh, hello. Oh, hello.
What's up, man?
Hey, I saw you. I see you're doing a another practice run now, I guess.
No, I'm gonna do 3 straight days of practice. Fuck this shit. Holy shit.
How are you feeling right now, man?
Well, I got off to a good start. I had since I haven't been home, I just went in and I checked in time and date for EST, and it was 10 a.m. So it showed 9 a.m. EST when the race started for me. That's what I set my alarm for. So I actually thought I had an extra hour. So I started 2 minutes late, and that was a good start. I didn't get to set up my filter before I started, so I was planning on using an hour for that.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
I've had a lot on my plate the last few days. It's been it's been a lot of hours of streaming.
Yeah, definitely, man. You've been competing in like basically every race.
It's not so much that. No, it's not so much the races. It's more everything else. I had to go out of town and everything today. So I literally just had come home and I sat down and I thought I had some time, and then it's in 2 minutes. Don't miss it. Don't miss it. I was like, what?
Yeah, it's like extra hard mode.
Yeah. You didn't have time to think about it or like just set up the filter.
I had no plan going into it, like literally.
Yeah. You like usually an hour you can get something at least planned out.
Well, I had like an idea. I had like I just hadn't kind of like gone through my mental checklist for it. But I don't know.
Yeah.
Now I know I can't trust the time and date for time zones, since it's Canada is like +1. So if you go for EST for like the global one or whatever, it's not the same as the one in like the one Havoc is going by, because he's like +1 EST or something. I don't know. It might be summertime or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyways.
So do you think it was were you kind of just like done at some point in time towards the end, and just like
when I dropped my cleave and I didn't have a weapon, and I had to go back out and grab the cleave because I actually didn't have a weapon to use, because I swapped to Sunder and dropped the cleave, went to town, and I realized, oh, I can't actually attack with my swords, because normally at this point I always have a boarding axe, but I hadn't acquired one. So I had to go out and spend like 30 seconds finding it where I dropped it on the ground, found it, and then I was like, fuck.
Yeah, that's brutal. We noticed you were in like Southern Forest still cleaving while everyone else was sundering.
Yeah, even into like Sins.
This didn't have a weapon.
Yeah. You actually ended with a mace towards the end, though. Did you find that mace as it was?
Yeah, I didn't. So I just went with that.
Yeah, that was a pretty good mace, actually.
Yeah, no, it was really good. The weapon was really good when I found it. The thing I got really frustrated as well, though, because I noticed that I would never actually be able to hit the level 29.
Yeah.
After I entered Aqueducts, like, I don't know, 20-30% less XP than I would ideally have wanted, at least. And then I just knew, okay, I'll never actually catch up to become 29 at this point.
Yeah.
It's just
I think
never gonna happen.
Everybody else finished at 30 actually for the Colossal Life Flask.
Yeah, no, that's way better. That was my plan going into it, going to 30 and grabbing that. It's my plan every time. Like, always get the Colossal Life before doing any of the Act 4 bosses.
Yeah.
So
did you actually have do you know if you had the any of the life nodes on the life wheel?
I had
Malachai?
none. No,
okay,
I hadn't.
that explains
I didn't have you don't need it, honestly. If you have the Colossal and you have good rest, you don't need any you don't need life nodes. You just need damage.
Yeah. I think everybody else opted for life nodes at that point.
I will say that it is. I think it's worth it though, going for the two, like the big life node up there.
Oh,
just
yeah.
for the fact that you can leap through the what's it called, the belly splitter, because that gets really scary with the bleeders. It gets really
so
scary. If you're
Yeah,
just
the
leaping.
bleeders and the Harbinger packs. 'Cause
Yeah.
the Harbinger packs in there are really, really nasty.
I think the bleeders are worse. I guess it's the same.
I guess it's a combo of both, really. Because you can't really kill the Harbinger bleeders too well, and then they get flame dashed on you, and you know, it's just not a fun time.
It was I don't know. It's just the entire run was just so annoying for me. And then I didn't because I was using Havoc's filter for the one DeadAndDoom uses, I think. I just don't understand that filter at all. I just don't. Like, if that's the filter they're using, something's wrong, man. Like, having stone hammers being green, and just, I don't know. It's the weirdest thing. So that frustrated me so much, because I thought that was okay. I'd done a run with it before, and that seemed fine, okay. And then I don't know. I saw nothing but stone hammers. So mid race, I swapped to my own one, but that one is my own one is set up for cleave, so it shows like a bunch of swords as well.
Havoc literally getting BTFO on his own stream.
No, I know it's not fair, because it's at the end of the day, I'm the guy using it, and I'm the guy who's supposed to set it up right. So I should have prepared better. So I'll do like a bunch of practice this week, because I've been noticing a lot of other players just practicing a lot. So next time I'll do this like 20 minutes fast at least.
Yeah. Are you you're gonna be in the next race too, right?
Oh yeah.
What are your
How
thoughts
are
on
you
that?
feeling about that?
I'm feeling okay. I kind of have the leap down now in my body a little bit more. The thing is, when you're not a racer that regularly plays on a certain spec, and you have like a certain flow to your game, and then you're thrown onto a different playstyle with different movement skills, it really throws you off if you haven't warmed up with it at least.
You could see that just the comfort level of like the leap slams between like you or say like D&D, like it's so second nature for him.
Yeah. No, I need to do like, I don't know, a couple hundred runs, and then I'll probably be feeling comfortable with it. That's the amount of runs you have to do before you feel comfortable with anything, honestly. If it's not something that's similar to, like, if you're not just swapping a class or something like that.
Oh yeah. Like, even D&D had problems. Like, he didn't have the dex for Blood Rage, and he was like kind of in an awkward spot. Yeah, he couldn't use Blood Rage. He found a 4-link chest, and he couldn't use it because it would make him drop Blood Rage.
Oh.
So even he was like somewhat out of his comfort zone, and he had to spec in 2 dex nodes just to be able to use Blood Rage again.
Oh, so I guess he couldn't find a Jade or what?
He didn't have a Jade, and he didn't have one on the vendor, I think.
Yeah.
He went to town to turn in the Tasuni quest so he could use Blood Rage.
Okay.
A generic dex node.
Okay.
Yeah, but he was pretty far ahead at that point.
Oh yeah. Yeah. No, like the moment when the whole cleave thing happened, I also mismanaged my entire gym colors, because I'm not sure what I need on melee at all. So
Yeah.
I had the option. I either have to have faster attacks or Blood Rage linked to my to Leap Slam, and so I couldn't have both, and that slowed me down so much, because if you don't have both, then you're so slow.
All right. Well, thanks for participating, man. It was a good race. It was nice to see you finish too.
Really commendable.
I died, and then I misclicked on. I was like, okay, let's just have them die like 8 times on the Malachai and fuck up. I'll go on and just kind of do the slow pace, and then maybe just steal one out. But then I misplaced my portal scroll. So when I tried to portal out on Duresso, I clicked my ID scroll instead of the portal, and then I died to that. And after that, I just gave up, because then it was just over, because I misclicked and went to town.
Yeah.
I had to rerun the entire song. So.
Well, anything else you'd like to say before we get Havoc in here?
Watch out. I'm going to start practicing.
Ooh.
Oh.
Appreciate it, man. Have a good one.
See you guys later.
See ya.
We'll definitely be watching out indeed. Thank you, Nugi, for that interview. And thank you, Castrus, for commentating. That was an exciting event. DeadAndDoom pulling out the victory. Easy peasy. Gucci getting number 2. So coming up next in 30 minutes, 35 minutes actually, we will be having our special event, aka the event of the day, I like to call it. Cute Dog will be fully twinked out versus 3 pros in a race to Act 5 Katava. I'm really excited for this event. We're taking a short 3 to 5 minute break before we get back to some action. Thanks, guys.